On one front of the battlefield, Ram had pushed Varus back, and with the help of terraforming mages built a bunker to keep it that way. But Varus had a card up its sleeve. Upon a rather misty morning on the battlefield, Ram awoke to the sound of music. A cacophony of rhythmic drums and blaring drones, only to be overshadowed by loud, thumping footsteps. It was the arrival of a war dancer, but not like Ram was used to seeing them. It was armored from head to toe, rivaling the emplacement that it was sieging. Ram fired upon it, but nothing shook its gait. It simply continued marching to the tune of its song. That night, all that was left of that bunker was rubble. Armored war dancers are incredibly effective because of their magically enhanced muscles. You can pack an incredible amount of metal on them and still have them be able to sprint and leap. But the most interesting thing with this one is the cannon that he is holding. As you might be able to tell, it is connected to a spool of cable on his back, and that's because the cannon is powered by magic. But not by the war dancer, but instead by a bunch of kinetic mages huddled in a bunker 100 or so meters away. Due to how the magic system works, you can make a really long cable that acts as an output and have a mage cast spells through one end and have them come out the other. Which also means you can have multiple of these cables bundled together and multiple mages all casting spells through it. Of course, it has some diminishing returns, spells getting weaker the longer the cable is, but still they would come out more than effective enough to do the job. So with some practice, proper coordination, and communication, you can have the power of multiple mages in the hands of a giant walking tank, while the mages are completely safe. This can work on a small scale as well, of course, with just one mage and a replaceable soldier holding the end. That way, it's a very reliable and safe tactic. But, of course, that is when Varus's hubris gets the better of them, turning a simple and effective setup into an overthought and overtuned one. But you know what they say about putting all your eggs in one basket. Well, Varus says, "Give me all the fucking eggs. I'll make a bulletproof basket." Now, of course, this strategy relies on the cable connecting the two not getting damaged, so platoon formations would be centered around making sure that it doesn't get cut, like putting the armored war dancer at the head of an arrowhead-shaped formation or something. The way that the war dancer or whoever's holding the end communicates with the mages for when to fire, I thought would be done through a type of magical fungus that grows ear-shaped mushrooms to listen, and can have a mouthpiece attached to it to also speak, but that will be covered some other time. Anyway, take care. Muding!
Ya kan?